to Epie Made Easy Class 2. I am Miss Eswevie Tracy Odoki, and I am your class teacher in Epie Language Made Easy. Welcome to Class 2. Our topic today says relatives in Epie language. What do we call relatives in Epie language? So what is our topic today? Relatives in Epie language. Again.
Relatives in Epie language.
Again.
Relatives in Epie language.
Good. Father in Epie language is Ada. What is father in Epie language?
Ada.
What is father in Epie language?
Ada.
What is father in Epie language?
Ada.
Now, this father in Epie language have other forms. You can say Osonomo and Osono. These are the forms of father in Epie language. Forms of father in Epie language are Osonomo and Osono. Osonomo and
Osono.
Osonomo and
Osono.
These are forms of father in Epie language. Now, if you're calling your father directly, or you are having a direct encounter with your father, you will call him Ada. You will call him what?
Ada.
You will call him what?
Ada.
You will call him what?
Ada.
You will call him what?
Ada.
This is a direct encounter. So for instance, I am your father, and it is morning, and you want to greet me. Good morning. What will you say?
Ada.
Again?
Ada.
Again?
Ada.
Clap for yourself. Now you call me Ada because you are in direct contact with me. You are in direct contact with me. You are in direct contact with
Me.
Now, Ada changes its form. Father in Epie language, it changes its form depending on its sentence construction. Depending on its sentence construction. Now, if you are talking about your father to someone in Epie language, listen, if you're talking about your father to someone in Epie language, maybe a distant person, somebody that is not related to you, somebody that is not related to you, you will say Osonome. Osonome. For example, my father is a champion. If you want to say it in a PA language, you will say Osonome Olotu. Osonome Olotu. Say after me, Osonome Olotu.
Osonome Olotu.
Osonome Olotu.
Osonome Olotu.
It will be wrong of you to say Adame Olotu. No. You see that father in this context now have changed its form. Osonome Olotu. My father is a champion. Because at this point, you are not in direct contact with your father. You are telling somebody else about your father. Somebody that probably doesn't know your father, or maybe the person knows your father but is not, your father is not there, you're not talking to your father directly. At that point, you don't use the word Ada, you use the word Osono. You use the word
Sonome.
You use the word Osono me, meaning me is mine, meaning my father, meaning my
Father.
Now Ada can still come in when you say father is a champion. Father is a champion. Father is a champion. Here you can say Ada Olotu. You're just saying it. Ada Olotu. Ada Olotu. You won't say Osono olotu. Ada olotu. Now, sentence 1 is personifying the father. So the form of father changes. How is it personifying the father? It is saying my father. Is personifying it, my father. So the form of father changes. It changes to what? Osono. It changes to Osono. So as I'm personalizing it, Osono me olotu. My father is a champion. Osono me olotu. So in that case, it is Osonomo. You will not say Adame. No. But when you're talking directly to your father, you address him as
Adam.
You address him as
Adam.
But if you're talking about your father to someone else and you personalize it, it is Osono.
Me.
It is Osono.
Me.
It is Osono.
Me.
Now, this is another interesting one. If you're talking about a father, on a generic note, a father, this time is not just your father. Just like when you say, a mother is supposed to be gentle. You're not saying if it's your mother or is not your mother. So if you're talking about a father on a generic note, at that point you say Osonomo. You say what?
Osonomo.
You say what?
Osonomo.
You say what?
Osonomo.
For instance, a father is a champion. So I'm talking about all fathers now. A father is a champion. To say it in a Epie language, I will say Osonomo olotu. Osonomo olotu. Osonomo olotu. Osonomo olotu. But if I'm personifying it, what will I say? Osonome olotu. Osonome olotu. Osonome olotu. If I'm talking directly to my father, how do I address him? Ada. How do I address him?
Adam.
How do I address him?
Adam.
How do I address him?
Adam.
Good. And if I'm saying father is a champion, father is a champion, I'm specific. I didn't say mine now. Father is a champion. At that point, what will I say?
Osonomo olotu.
No. At that point, we will say Ada olotu. Ada olotu. If it's on a generic note, you're talking about all fathers. You say Osonomo olotu. Osonomo olotu. Osonomo olotu. If you personalize it, it will be what? Osonome olotu. Osonome olotu. Osonome olotu. Osonome olotu. Clap for yourself. Again, again. Again, again. Again, again. Good. The plural of father is a mosonomo. The plural of father is what?
Emosonomo.
The plural of father is what?
Emosonomo.
The plural of father is what?
Emosonomo.
Clap for yourself. Again, again. This takes us to mother. Mother in Epie language is a noun. Mother in Epie language is what?
Ina.
Mother in Epie language is what?
Ina.
So when you're talking to your mother directly, you say what?
Ina.
If you want to greet your mother directly in Epie language in the afternoon, what will you say?
Ina tegenemini.
Again.
Ina tegenemini.
Again.
Ina tegenemini.
Good. Just as father have different forms, that is how mother have different forms in Epie language. One is Onu and Onuomo. Onu and what?
Onuomo.
Onu and what?
Onuomo.
Onu and what?
Onuomo.
If you're calling your mother directly, What will you call her?
Ina.
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 Good. So in the morning when you wake up, you say ena yana many. That is a direct interaction with your mother. It is a direct interaction with your
Mother.
If you're talking to someone about your mother, for instance, you want to say, my mother is beautiful. You can say, ename somuze. Ename somuze. Or onume somuze. Onume somuze. That is when you're talking to someone else about your mother. Onume somuze. Ename somuze. What is the difference between this one and that of the father?
The father is Osun.
Yes. Yes, the father is Osono, the mother is Onu. But there's one striking difference. You know, you cannot tell somebody that Adame Somuze. Instead, you will say Osonome Somuze. But in the case of the mother, you can say Ename Somuze, Onume Somuze, and the person will still understand. Any question? Any question? Okay, on a generic point of view, if you want to say a mother, generic means it is no longer only your own. You're talking on a general note concerning all mothers. If you want to say a mother has love, at that point you will now say onuomo beneni omonenebo. Onuomo beneni omonenebo. You will not say onume or ename. On a generic note is onuomo. On a generic note is onuo. On a generic note is onuo. On a generic note is onuo. So whenever you're personalizing mother, you use a na or onu. You use a na or o. For instance, I want to tell you about his mother. I can say, Juan onu John Bamene, or Juan ena John Bamene. You are now personalizing it to John. So whenever it is personalized, it is either ena or onu. It is either ena or onu. But if it's on a generic note, it is onuomo. Again, it is onuomo. On a generic note, it is onuomo. But whenever you are personalizing it, either to yourself or to someone else, it is ena or onu. 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 But on a generic note, you will say what? Onuomo. You will say what? Onu. You will say what? Onuomo. Good. The plural of mother in Epie language is emonuomo. The plural of mother in Epie language is what?
Imonuomo.
Is what?
Imonuomo.
Is what?
Imonuomo.
Is what?
Imonuomo.
Clap for yourself. And again. Any questions so far? Does anybody have question?
I have.
Okay, what is the question?
If you and somebody are quarreling, then you want to tell the person to hold his mother, will you say omone mu onu mu onumo?
No, you won't say onuomo. I said anything generic is onuomo, but when you want to personalize it, that time now you're saying omone, so you're personalizing it to the person. Personalizing mother or father is either to you or to somebody. So what about omone mu onuo or omone mu enawo? At that moment you're personalizing it to somebody. So it's omone mu onuo or omone mu enawo. But if it's on a generic note, that is where the onuomo comes in. Is he understood?
Yes.
Clap for him. Again. Any other question before we continue? No other question. Okay. Brother in Epie is Otiomomosi. Brother in Epie is
Otiomomosi.
Brother in Epie is
Otiomomosi.
Sister in Epie is Otiomofena. Sister in Epie is
Otiomofena.
Sister in Epie is
Otiomofena.
Sister in Epie is
Otiomofena.
the plural for brother in Epie and sister in Epie. I told you the plural of mother. What did I say? Good. So if brother in Epie is Otiomomozi, what will be the plural of brother in Epie? Good. Emotiomo mose. Emotiomo
Mose.
Emotiomo.
Mose.
So what will be the plural of sisters? Sister in Epie.
Emotiomofena.
Good. Emotiomo.
Fena.
Emotiomo.
Fena.
Emotiomo.
Fena.
Clap for yourself. Again. Good. For siblings and relatives. Now I want to talk on siblings and relatives. For siblings and relatives, the singular form is otiomo. Otiomo. For instance, I want to say you and you are siblings. I will say ba tiomo. If it's a singular person, is otiomo. For siblings and relatives, it is otiomo. The plural form is mo tiomo. The plural form is what? Emo tiomo. The plural form is what?
Emotiomo.
The plural form is what?
Emotiomo.
Now, to personalize your relative or your sibling, you can say otiome. Or otiomo fename if you want to be specific. So when I say otiomo fename, what do I mean? My sister. Otiomo fename. Otiome. When I say otiome, is either male or female. Otiome is either male or female. But if I want to be specific of the gender, I will say otiomo fename or otiomo moze me. Otiomo fename or otiomo moze. Otiomo fename or otiomo moze. Now, if your siblings are more than one, how do you call them?
Emotiomo.
Good. Emotiome. If you want to be specific on the gender, let's say brothers, how will you call them?
Emotiomo.
Good. Emotiomomose me. Emotiomomose. Emotiomomose. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, this brings us to the end of class 2. Thank you all for participating in class 2. See you in class 3.